The best flanker of 2025, gentlemen, Society Ambrée. Let's talk about it. Put this here. Sneaky, stop. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about the latest release from Givenchy. I'm trying to get this thing to just stand here, but it won't. There we go. That's a good point. So the latest release, this just dropped in 2025, a part of the Society lineup. I feel like the Society lineup in a whole didn't really get much love. The Society DNA does something a bit more towards the woodsy side of things. Society Extreme came out and added some coffee, patchouli, earthy undertones. It was raunchy and sexy in my opinion. And honestly, it made to like top, I would say 20 of all time in general. Shortly after that, but it didn't get much love actually. And the one gripe I have about that fragrance is the total longevity. Shortly after that, this was launched, I would say about 7 months later. And honestly, it seems like we're getting fragrances so much faster, just back to back. It's crazy. If you guys think you have a hard time keeping up, like as a content creator, I'm on a mission to buy everything that's new. And I always feel like I'm buying fragrances constantly. So I paid a little bit of a premium for this to get it overseas. And it was, I think, no, this was available at Ulta when I finally picked it up because I was traveling. I didn't need to. Sometimes the brand will then send one and then I end up with two. But personally, I mean, all biases aside regardless, but for the most part, I do like to purchase them anyway. So, but even when they do send it, it doesn't change the fact. Let's go ahead and get into the note breakdown. This one has tobacco, Madagascar vanilla, amber leather, also Peru balsam, and the signature vetiver as well. So you'll see a lot of differences in the note breakdown, even from Society Extreme. It doesn't say that it has the orris root, but I personally still get it. Also, there's no nutmeg, not as spicy. The Society Extreme does have that raunch coming from the spices. And then lastly, the inclusion of tobacco that the other ones don't have. So for the most part, I would say that the main difference around this fragrance is going to be the fact that it does soften things out with those ambers and that leather. I would not call this a leather dominant fragrance at all, but for the most part, more so giving you that vetiver and amber. I personally still get that Society iris vibe that's not listed in the notes. It's definitely there. And it has a little bit of this tea-like aromatic coming from that French Narcissus. It's extremely addicting. There's something bitter that's counteracted and balanced really nicely with a proper dose of sweetness coming from vanilla. It smells, honestly, like this is one of the highest quality when it comes to designer fragrances. I personally think that for the masses, this is going to be the best flanker of them all and borderline one of the best date night fragrances, period. For me personally, I like more spice. I like more raunch. And so the Society Extreme is still up my alley a little bit more so than this one. Like I said though, for the masses, it is relatively safe and sexy. So it gives you that thick, buttery iris DNA with very masculine woods, and then also this vanillic, ambery, balsamic style of heart to the fragrance as well. That vanilla is enhanced coming from the undertones of some of those resins, and the Peru balsam does increase some of that bitter nature to it. That coupled with vetiver, it honestly doesn't, I personally would have thought it would have gone too much into like grapefruit territory, balsamic ambers, and bitter vetiver, but no, it honestly, it's perfectly blended and balanced with some of the other notes, like the vanilla and the resins. His toy is literally right under me, so he's looking at me like, bitch, you're not gonna throw my toy? God damn it. All right, fine. And there he goes. Anyways, so long story short, you guys, if you haven't smelled this, it smells like a sexy date night masculine woody fragrance with this buttery, thick, earthy undertone, or floral undertone, sorry. And more specifically with this, as it dries down, you get something vanilla and woody. Masculine, sexy, and ambery. In terms of the versatility, it's surprisingly more versatile than the notes will leave. I rocked this in about 65-degree weather. It did okay. You do want to wear this and reserve it for more brisk, cooler weather days because it's just going to seem out of place. But honestly, even upwards of like 70 degrees at night, you can get away with it. It's not a suffocating or a thick scent profile. It has something that's relatively diffusive, and some of those woods do keep it, or the dry, brittle, woodsy nature of vetiver keep it not on that, you know, ambery, rich and thick scent profile. When I saw leather, and that's why I mentioned the leather earlier, when I saw leather and some of those Peru balsams and ambers, I was thinking, damn, this is just gonna be straight up like a leather thick cream scent. But no, honestly, this is really good. On its own, I would give this like a 9.75. I want to personally almost give it a 10, but Society Extreme for me personally is a 10. I feel like for the masses though, this will be the 10. Nevertheless, regardless of the fact, I mean, if I want to be honest, like this is worthy of a 10. I just like Society Extreme a little bit more. So it wouldn't make sense. Technically, I kind of want to say they're both 10s in different ways. And in all honesty, they are both 10s in different ways. But if you ask me personally what I would pick over it, it would be the Extreme. For a recommendation, if you're not into or you haven't purchased any one of these, get the the Ambrée first. It's just safer, it's mass appealing, it's projecting, and that is pretty much it. This is an excellent fragrance coming from a designer house that's not giving you something that just smells like a mall. It's treading towards niche territory. And there you have it, Gentleman's Society Ambrée. 100% worth the money. I'd buy it again. I will be recommending this and the Extreme. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. My name is Neve. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.